Hello. It is a pleasure to welcome you. In this video, we will demonstrate one of the main features of our visual chess software. This feature allows two people to play a game on a physical chessboard, while the software detects every move, records it on the computer, and once the game has ended, allows it to be exported to a PGN file for future review and analysis. This core feature of visual chess is known as two-player game. As mentioned in the visual chess introductory video, as well as in other instructional videos, the ability to play a complete game between two people using visual chess is available only in the full version of the product. If you are using the free version of visual chess, the game will be limited to a maximum of 10 moves, that is, 5 moves for white and 5 moves for black. What you are currently seeing is a preview of what will be explained throughout this video. Do not worry. We will guide you through the entire process step by step so that you can use the software correctly. One particularly useful feature of the two-player game mode is the ability to record games played on your physical chessboard. For example, as shown in this video, you can review an important game you have played and transcribe it into a PGN file for later study. If you have reached this stage in your use of visual chess, it means that you have already configured the main system parameters, such as webcam resolution, light filters, piece detection, and most likely have already completed a test game using one of the recommended openings. We also recommend reviewing our test game video beforehand, as it explains important concepts such as FPS and move detection time, both of which are essential for proper system operation. Before we begin, we will review two important aspects of this game mode. The first is how to end a game, either when one player resigns or when a draw is agreed upon. Once the game has ended, the option to export it as a PGN file becomes available, allowing you to save all moves for later analysis using the chess software of your choice. Let us now review the steps required to play a game between two people or to record a game that has already been played. In this case, we will use the second approach. In other words, this demonstration video will show a very simple game that ends with white resigning. We will demonstrate how to record it correctly and then export it to a PGN file for analysis. To start a game between two players, go to the main menu of the software and select the option labeled Two-Player Game. Once selected, the main screen will be displayed. Next, the software will display a screen showing the detected chessboard and its 64 squares, asking whether you would like to proceed directly to the game. You should choose this option if you are certain that all settings have been configured correctly, or if you are starting a new game after previously using the software. If you select this option, it will no longer be necessary to choose the piece color or perform the initial position detection again, since the system will assume that the entire configuration has already been validated. As a result, you will proceed directly to making the first move on the board. This option is particularly useful when you have already completed the setup process and would like to save time. For the purposes of this video, we will perform the complete configuration process, assuming that this is your first time using this feature, or that you simply wish to verify each step once again. For this reason, we will answer no to the initial question, and the software will display the main screen of this mode. Before beginning, remember to select the color of the pieces you wish to use. If desired, you may also validate the status of the board and filters once again, to ensure that everything has been configured correctly. We recommend performing this validation before every game. Remember that from this point forward, neither the chessboard nor the webcam should be moved. If either one changes position, the references required for accurate piece detection will be lost. The first step is to detect the initial position by clicking the corresponding button. If the pieces are not positioned correctly, the software will notify you. Once the initial position has been detected correctly, everything will be ready to begin the game. You will notice that the software emits a confirmation sound when the initial position has been detected successfully. If desired, this sound alert can be disabled by unchecking the option labeled Sound. Click the Start Game button to begin. Notice that an indicator appears in the lower right corner showing whose turn it is to move. If desired, this indicator can also be disabled by unchecking the option labeled Alert. The detected FPS values are also displayed while the system is running. Each move is automatically recorded in the central table, maintaining a complete history of the game. As explained in the introductory video, When a player moves a piece, the software detects the change once the hand is removed from the board, taking into account the amount of time it remained over the board. At that moment, the system analyzes whether the move is valid. For this reason, a green status bar appears, indicating that the validation process is in progress. If a move is not detected correctly at any point, simply move your hand gently over the board. This will cause the software to analyze the position again and recognize the move. This behavior is completely normal and may occasionally occur. What we are observing is a simulated game based on the Ruy Lopez opening, one of the most popular and widely played openings in the world of chess. We can see how the moves are detected automatically, and if a move is not recognized correctly, simply moving a hand gently over the board will prompt the software to perform a new verification. In this example, the move detection time is initially configured to 1 second, which is relatively high for this type of game. It will later be adjusted to 0.3 seconds. Once this change has been made, move detection becomes significantly faster. There are situations in which smaller pieces, such as a pawn, may be partially obscured from the camera's point of view by a larger piece. In such cases, it is recommended to move the larger piece slightly closer to the camera so that the smaller piece becomes fully visible. This allows the software to detect the move correctly and record it properly. Keep this recommendation in mind, as this situation may occasionally occur. As you can see in the video, at any point during the game, it is possible to review the camera position, check the filter settings, and even perform a position detection in order to verify that everything is operating correctly. Once the game has concluded, with white officially resigning, we press the option labeled Resign Draw and select the appropriate result. At this point, the game has ended and the session is complete. We can now export the game as a PGN file for analysis. This is the magic of visual chess, and it is now available to you. We invite you to continue exploring our instructional videos. In them, you will learn how to play test games while capturing every move. You will also learn how to play against an opponent located on the other side of the world through an online chess platform. This concludes our instructional video on two-player game. Thank you very much for your attention. We hope you enjoy using our visual chess software.